Hi, I'm Carlos. I'm from Quito, Ecuador, and I'm a sophomore at Vassar.
I'm Nana. I'm from Ghana. I'm a junior.
Hi everyone, my name is Sida. I'm a sophomore here and I'm originally from Shanghai, China. I major in economics here and also I have a correlate in maths.
I'm an econ major, but um, as of now, I might end up with a double major just because I have a big interest in both economics and political science.
The truth is I chose psych because it was the only thing that interested me. I actually wanted to be an econ major, and then I realized I actually hated econ.
I decided to study in the U.S. because it's a trend that's been going on in Ecuador for the last, I would say, for the last 10 years at least, of students immediately after high school coming to the United States, just because the education level is much higher than in Ecuador.
I mean, like in general, United States has the best advanced college education in the world, and also my parents I go to a foreign language school in China, in Shanghai, and like over like 30% of all my friends and classmates go to US or Britain for school, so it's just kind of a norm.
My high school was such that it was kind of like after graduation you get into an American college. It was pretty much the trajectory. So there was not much question there, but the logic behind that is partly because, well, I took the IB, and I feel and everyone else who took the IB in my school felt like it prepared you for learning in such a way that did not connect with the Ghanaian system of learning, which is a lot more geared at getting a job. So in the sense that it trains you in a particular direction and sets you on a certain course, and then you're supposed to kind of like follow through with that. Well, I wanted to come to a college that was liberal and that was inspiring of growth. I went to an IB high school, which kind of it was somewhat similar in its approach to learning to a liberal arts program, and so I wanted to continue with that. And being at a school like Vassar, that was a top school and that was invested in both academic and personal growth, I wanted to be in such an environment and continue with my growth as a person and as an intellectual being, and so I mean Vassar kind of settled it for me.
So actually Vassar is not quite famous in China compared with those Ivy League schools like Harvard, Yale, but I have a really good high school friend who goes to Vassar, and he's a really good student back to high school, and he kind of inspired me to choose liberal arts education where like I think like undergrad education is more focused and small classes, and then students are more into it and then are more like kind of liberal in some sense.
That I'm really close to New York City, and I have family in New York City, and I'm really close to that family, and that was I would say one of the most important things. And also my best friend, one of my best friends from back in Ecuador, goes here. He's a junior. He's right now. The academics here, I would say, are much better than that at home. It's really sad for me to say, but the university level back in Ecuador is doing really poorly. And the best university in Ecuador is ranked something like 2,000 in the world.
Here, learning is a lot more holistic. It's a lot more critical and analytical, and more geared at understanding concepts and being able to apply them than getting a paper that says you qualify to do this thing so that you get this particular job.
Like I can say for sure that like American definitely has a way more rigorous and challenging college life than especially academically than China, because most Asian, like especially China, like we work really hard during middle school and high school just to get into really good university, because there's many people competing for a very few spots in a good university, but once you get in, like life comes way more easier. So you actually don't try that hard in college compared to like you staying up every night in high school. But here it's kind of the opposite. People like kind of like take it easy in high school, but once American kids go to high school, go to college, they work like all my friends and like work really hard here, and then yeah, it's definitely harder and like, more challenging than at China. American people are very like students, especially high school students, are very passionate, and they have really they have like really independent, and their views towards something are really like special, and everyone is very willing to express their ideas and their opinions. So that's might be like my first impression with American students. And then back to Vassar, I think it strengthens that opinion, because I took class with American students, hang out with them, and then become very good friends with them and know more about this group of people. And I just find I really enjoyed building a friendship with American students, because they really inspire me to like be like more well-rounded people, and also a person who knows how to express themselves, and also like how to think, how to voice. Yeah.
Both American people and Ecuadorian people are based on the Western culture, and I knew from experiences of friends and family that it's really easy to adapt.
Well, okay, no. Let's just preface this by saying that I thought I was coming to American Pie. That was my college experience. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Didn't happen though. But I do. I will say that before I came to college, I thought there were two distinct categories of American students. There were either really smart ones or the really dumb and ignorant ones. And as far as that's concerned, that hasn't changed much. But what has changed for me, no, this hasn't changed. What I did not foresee is everyone being so extremely activistic and wanting and trying to make some kind of change or a difference. And that's something that wasn't a big part of my experience back home. So that was definitely a new experience, which was a positive experience, because it exposed me to looking at things looking at things more critically. What percentage of my friends are American students compared to international students? I think that it's perhaps a pretty fine balance, but I will say that my closest friends are probably international students.
Honestly, I would say most of my friends are internationals.
I would say half, yeah.
My hypothesis is that we as international students come to Vassar 1 week earlier freshman year than other students, and I think that week is key, because you basically remember the people from that orientation week for the rest of your career.
Oh yes, I'm definitely staying here after graduation, because I definitely want to work for a bit, get some experience under my belt. I also think I might want to go to grad school at some point.
I think I really want to go back to Ecuador at some point, but as of now, the working opportunities are better in the United States.
I definitely want to work here at least for a few years after I graduate, because this will be a really good experience, even if I choose to go back to China. But like in the long term, I still think I would go back home, because like all my family and like high school friends are back there. So maybe 5 or 6 years later.
Future goals? Well, the end point is I want to be a marketing and advertising executive. We'll see how that plays out.
When I go back to Ecuador, I would really it is my dream to work in politics. So I would really like to get involved in that.
I don't know. I enjoy economics, but I definitely want to do something related to economics and business, and also I'm like interested in finance and consulting also. So I don't know, yeah, but we'll figure out.
I think home means to me where my family and my friends are, and I also consider Vassar a home.
Home is just the place you always belong to, and you can get back like unconditionally.
But home for me is where your heart is. It's not a set location for me.
I think like Vassar is kind of my home,